The less you respond to negative people, the more peaceful your life will become. There is no good reason to keep toxic people in your life. Let them go because they harm your spirit. A broken relationship that is mended through forgiveness can be even stronger than it once was. But unfortunately, sometimes relationships fail and can't be fixed simply because it is too late. To love someone who does not love you is like shaking a tree to make the dewdrops fall. An entire sea of water can't sink a ship unless it gets inside the ship. Similarly, the negativity of the world can't put you down unless you allow it to get inside you. The wrong person will give you less than what you are worth, but that doesn't mean you have to accept it. Love yourself enough to set boundaries. Your time and energy are precious. It's better to be alone than to be in bad company. Letting go means to come to the realization that some people are a part of your history, but not a part of your destiny. The best way to avoid a toxic person is to say no to their emotional blackmail. If you are in a toxic relationship, set yourself free. You are not obliged to anyone but yourself. There are people who break you down by just being them. They need not to do anything. Dissociate. Toxic relationships are like a slow poison. You don't realize the damage until it's too late. Sometimes it's better to end something and try to start something new than imprison yourself in hoping for the impossible. You can't change someone who doesn't see an issue with their actions. People who love themselves don't hurt other people. The more we hate ourselves, the more we want others to suffer. Toxic people attach themselves like cinder blocks tied to your ankles, and then invite you for a swim in their poison waters. The moment you start to wonder if you deserve better, you do. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow, what you stop, and what you reinforce. Sometimes you have to accept the truth and stop wasting time on the wrong people. The hardest part of being in an emotionally abusive relationship is admitting you are in one. It's better to be single with high standards than in a relationship settling for less. Sometimes you have to give up on people, not because you don't care, but because they don't. A person's actions will tell you everything you need to know. Knowing when to walk away is wisdom. Being able to is courage. Walking away with your head held high is dignity. Sometimes you have to forget what you feel and remember what you deserve. It is better to break your own heart by leaving than to have that person break your heart every day you are with them. Your peace is more important than driving yourself crazy trying to understand why something happened the way it did. Let it go. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. The most difficult aspect of moving on is accepting that the other person already did. Goodbye is the best revenge you can give to a toxic relationship. Sometimes you have to walk away from what you want to find what you deserve. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got. A toxic person will never change. They just change victims and blame everything on everyone else. Stop keeping people in your life who only drains your energy. You are allowed to terminate toxic relationships. You are allowed to walk away from people who hurt you. Being alone may scare you, but being in a bad relationship will damage you. When you leave toxic people behind, you find room for healthy relationships. Love never means enduring abuse. It means support, growth, and peace. Don't confuse familiarity with acceptability. Toxic relationships can fool you like that. The only way to win with a toxic partner is not to play. Love should not make you feel like you're slowly dying inside. It is better to be healthy alone than sick with someone else. It's not your job to fix someone else's toxicity. Your job is to protect your peace. I walked away because you were too busy finding faults in me while I was busy overlooking yours. A healthy relationship will never require you to sacrifice your friends, your dreams, or your dignity. When your ex says, "You will never find anyone like me," just smile and reply, "That's the point." A bad relationship can do that, can make you doubt everything good you ever felt about yourself. A toxic person will make you feel like you are constantly walking on eggshells. That's not love, that's control. Never place your happiness in someone else's hands, because if they walk away, so does your happiness. The most painful thing is losing yourself in the process of loving someone too much and forgetting that you are special too.